I just bought a brand new race car. This Mazda MX5. Let me explain. Technically, is it a Miata or an MX5? So if you guys have been watching the channel for a little while, you would know that I've been wanting a Mazda MX5, a Mazda Miata forever. They have always been one of my favorite cars, so I bought one. Finally. Except this isn't any normal Mazda Miata. Let me explain. So this is a Spec Miata, except technically it isn't. If you've ever seen Spec Miata racing in America, it is one of the craziest racing series out there. And to partake in that racing series, your Spec Miata needs to follow a ton of different rules, most of which this car would fail. Essentially, yes, it is a Spec Miata, but there's a whole bunch of like subtle differences that are slightly different. It's not for any fault of its own, we just have different rules up here in Canada. All this to say, this is gonna be my race car for the end of the 2024 season. I'm still gonna be driving the GR86, but I'm gonna be driving this as well, except I'm gonna be in a new series called the Mazda Canada Cup. It's a super cool series that goes across Eastern Canada, and I'm super excited to be taking this car on the road with me next season. So let me talk you through the car. We've got some logos on it. Huge shout out to Todd, the Your Mum car guy. He put all these together, so huge shout out to him and his company Next Gen Signs. And if we jump into the inside, it's a little bit different. There are some upgrades we actually need to do to this car to make it a little bit faster, but I'll explain that in a second. It's got probably 120 horsepower to the wheels. Some make more, some make less. We don't actually know. I guess we'll find out when we start racing some people, and if people start pulling away from us, we might have less than that. With me in the car should weigh 2,400 pounds. We haven't put it on scales just yet, so we don't know. All in all, it should be super fun, but let me talk you through some of our plans with this car. So take a look at the interior. It's really, really cool. The entire car has been stripped, obviously. We've got a roll cage in here, which looks really nice. The seat is actually made of metal, and then just kind of protecting you are these like little pads and stuff. It's kind of cool. The steering wheel doesn't yet have a quick release system, but that's probably one of our first upgrades we're gonna do. Not only do we need to buy some new dashboard parts to fill some holes here and there, but we also want to upgrade our dash entirely to like one of those cool digital dash, which could be really fun. We've also got to upgrade the roof. This is the original roof that came on this car 20 years ago. We can buy a lighter weight roof for the car, and that's one of our biggest upgrades that we're gonna do to this thing. All the cars have to be the exact same weight, but where that weight is matters, and lower center of gravity is always better. So if we can take weight from the roof and put it on the floor, that'll make us go faster. We also need to do some upgrades to our fuel system because it's currently experiencing a couple of issues, but we'll get to that. For example, during our first race, the car decided to employ tactical distractions to the car behind by dumping fuel at it. Yeah, we need to fix that like ASAP. And one of the really cool rules about running up here in Canada in the Mazda Canada Cup is you can actually do some engine upgrades. So take a look at this. If I open this up, yes, we have hood pins, so you know it's actually a race car. You can see immediately one of the upgrades we can do. We can run a cold air intake. I have no idea who makes this, but we'll probably get a different one. We can also run upgraded headers up here in Canada. This car doesn't have any upgraded headers just yet, so that's something we're gonna need to do as well. But overall, it is a super, super clean car. It's not the most dignified way of getting into a car because they are super small, but luckily I do fit. Want to know a fun fact though? I've never driven this car before. I bought it without ever driving it, and today is race 6 of the season. So before we jump onto the circuit for the race, I've got to go give this car a go to make sure it works and I know how to drive it, and then we can jump into the race and qualify and hope we don't come last. I think that's a good goal. There is, however, one upgrade we can do to this car right away. As it turns out, I'm not the only person who has skill issues. On the driver's side fender, there is a massive dent, and that only means one thing. A skill issue sticker, you love to see it. First time driving the brand new car. Everybody loves a Miata. This is awesome. And it's my Miata. Heel and towing in an MX5 is the best experience on the planet. You know what's an underrated feature of cars? Power steering. This is a lot of work. So obviously, as we're driving the car for the very first time, we're not really going for lap time. I'm just kind of feeling the car out, feeling what it's like to drive, feeling how much the car weighs, how much power it has, and trying to get around the circuit in one piece. On the topic of lap times though, on this particular day, I was able to put in a 2-minute 40 lap time, which isn't great, but I think it's safe to say there's a lot of room for improvement. So we'll work on that. Holy f No power steering makes this hard. Let's box in. I feel like that was a pretty decent session. That was a lot of fun. And holy, my arms are tired. So here we go. Usual game plan. Almost the usual game plan. That was rather unfortunate timing. Qualifying is up. I am starting second last. We'll see how well we can do. I'm just going to go all the way to the checkered flag because I need the experience. So let's go. So my whole starting last idea hasn't gone exactly to plan. I think I've got like 4 or 5 cars behind me. I'm just going to drive and see what happens.
Oh yeah. This looks good.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thanks. All right, here we go. Roll out for our first Miata race. Don't stall it, that would be very embarrassing. What I find really useful about these qualifying sessions, especially when the cars around you are exactly the same, you can learn so much from them. Like, I'm learning from this guy in front of me the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna pull over, let this guy go. Let him go, 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 go. And let's have a nice qualifying. The learning extends into turn 1. I see the guys in front of me brake and slow down for the corner. They turn in and don't use all the circuits. So there's way more speed that you can take in that corner. So I'm going, okay, I'm not gonna brake the next time. I don't need to. We got yellow flags in qualifying. That's that lap pretty much gonzo. Oh, more yellow flags in qualifying. Oh, car broke down. Yeah, it didn't exactly break down. Yeah, the entire wheel managed to fall off, and you can actually see it a little bit later on. There it is. I didn't realize how messy Miata qualifying is. It's absolute chaos, but it's very cool. All right, I've got no one behind. I'm gonna lift off. This lap's already cooked anyways, so I'm just gonna lift off, make a bunch of room in front, and we're good to go. I'm gonna take all the time through here. Yeah. This is good. This is good. All right, now we go. This is what I mean about the learning thing. I can see the cars way up in front of me, but I know now I don't need to brake for the first corner, so I don't brake for the first corner. I use all the track and absolutely send it on this red one. Nice send. Oh, this guy brakes so early. Yo, so early. Oh, no. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, eventually we finally got one clean lap onto the board. It wasn't the fastest lap or anything like that, but it was a drastic improvement from what we were doing. We can take all of the things that we learned on those previous laps and apply it to this lap to really send it. Okay, I say really send it in air quotes because I was only able to do a 238, which is better, but still not very fast. Now that I'm watching this footage back though, there is so much room for improvement. It's not even about like getting on the gas earlier or braking earlier. It is 100% the racing line. I need to figure out a racing line that works for me and this MX5 to shave a couple more seconds off, but we can do that as time goes on and learn from our experience. It was a very good lap. There's the checkered flag. I don't think we'll be last. Whew, that's better than all of our practice runs. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's go find out where we qualified. Hopefully not last. How'd I do?
Number 14.
Right here?
Yep. Right in there.
I got all these guys behind me?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're halfway through.
Wow. P14? It's gonna be a little scary this race start, but we'll be fine. So here's our qualifying results for race number 1 in the Mazda MX5. I absolutely love it. We qualify P14. Bottom half of the grid, but that just means we've got room for improvement, room for growth. Not terrible.
Every lap, keep digging.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
I'm gonna see you in the 36s by the end of the race. All right, dude? Go get it, have fun.
Sounds good. This should be fun. I only have about 15 cars behind me. I'm not worried. No, not even a little bit. So here we go, lining up for our first race in the Mazda MX5, waiting for the green flag. Here we go, first race. And 100% the nerves got the better of me because I start the race in second, and then shift to 5th, which lost me an incredible amount of time. I was overtaken
I went from second to 5th.
Twice.
Shit. Let's get back in there.
We do not give up though. We've got an MX5 on the inside. We hang it around the outside, and then we're not done there because we send it up the inside of the guy who overtook us as well. Make it 1.5 overtakes going into corner 2. You'll love to see it. Very nice.
Got that guy back. Now we got to catch up to these two again. That was not great. Really not great. Pulling away from the guy behind, this is good. Catch up to these two. Yeah, definitely pulled away from the guys behind. We're gaining now. This is good.
And I'm not even gonna lie, at the end of lap number 1, I was already on the rear bumper of this silver car in front, but the lines I was running, no good.
Other than the messed up start, I will take that as a good lap 1. Wow, that guy got a good exit. Good line. Oh my God, this is so close. We're right behind everybody. We can slipstream. This is so sick. Keep going, keep gaining. Whoa, braking early. Completely pulled away from the cars behind. That's good. Now let's catch up to these two.
Things are actually going pretty well for our first race in the MX5 right now. Side note, can I just say quick apologies for the lack of camera angles in this video? One of my cameras didn't want to record, which was rather unfortunate, and we don't yet have our proper dash cam yet, so I'm limited on what I can show at the moment. I promise though, we'll fix that. Nothing to worry about, simply doing a four-wheel drift as I decide to brake on the grass, but we're keeping up with the silver guy in front and...
Oh, he just pulls through there. I know we can get him though. I know we can. We clean up that final corner, we're good. Oh, guy off, cone off. Whoa, a little messy there. That's gonna mess with these guys. Go.
Unfortunately, the silver guy who we were catching up to was able to make it past this car, so I've got to get past them now and get back into the battle with that silver car. Going through turn 1, I've got way more speed. Look up the inside and a lovely send up the inside into corner 2. We can keep up with the silver guy.
Nice move. Time to catch up again to the cars in front. They are all super close. Let's get in this battle, come on.
And then, yeah, remember what I was saying about that fuel issue that we were having? As it turns out, when the car starts to get really warm, the fuel pressure rises, and then it starts spewing fuel out of the fuel cap. Seriously, we're gonna need to fix that issue ASAP because that is no go. Anyways, on this lap, we were actually able to pull away from the car behind, which was really nice, and close into the car in front of us again.
We're catching. We are definitely catching. And the guy behind is not really very close, so I feel okay. I now feel like my pants are brown.
Yeah, nothing like doing a four-wheel drift at, I don't even know what speed we were doing there. It felt fast. Probably wasn't, though.
Gaining big time now. No up the inside there. Maybe we get him into 2 again. Is that going to be my overtake spot? We need a good exit.
Anyways, unfortunately, the car in front of us, that silver car, was able to overtake this blue guy, so it's now a 1v1, me versus him. And you want to know something funny about this race that I didn't know at the time when I was driving? The guy in that blue car,
here we go again.
He's one of the owners of the race circuit. Oh boy, did we have a great race. I fly through corner 1, look to the inside, try to get late on the brakes, but he's able to hold it. Really nice.
Pretty sure that Miata just shot a flame up the inside here, maybe. No, he blocks. Well played.
The guy in the blue car was such a good, like, defensive driver. I wasn't able to make any move. Again, looking up the inside, going into corner 2. Nothing there. I was too far back.
Silver car goes wide. Come on. We can gain here.
Like, look at this. Going into turn 8, he's just covering off the inside that little bit, not giving me room to send. I mean, maybe if I was a little bit braver, I could have sent one. Oh.
That was close. Come on. I know we can get this blue guy. I know we can. There we go. Inside's open. Take it. Take it. Damn.
Here's where learning on the fly comes in handy, though. These guys are braking at the 3. Let's make a note of that, because I don't need to. I can brake at the 1.5.
There we go. He's wide. He's wide. God damn it. There we go. Yes, I am.
I was getting so frustrated. Right until I sent the best move of my racing career. I make him think I'm going to go to the outside, stick on the racing line, last second switch back to the inside, late on the brakes, and up the inside.
Holy shit. Let's get these guys in front. Come on, push. These two guys are battling. That's good. Let's get in there. Holy fuck, the tires are gone. Come on, let's catch these guys. Let's catch them.
And then disaster strikes, because we've got the blue car, we've got a nice gap on him, and then when I go from 3rd gear, I went to 2nd gear instead of 4th gear.
That was a f up. Oh no, blue guy's coming. Blue guy's coming.
Spoiler alert, money shifting your MX5 when you're trying to run away from the car behind you isn't a good idea, because it will lose you lots of time and the car behind you will overtake. Luckily, I didn't actually do any damage to the car, but we lost the position, unfortunately.
Come on, let's get him again. I did it once. I can do it again. Bad line. Too much curb. But we keep up with him. Last lap of the race, come on.
This is it. This is my last chance. Can I send one up the inside? We get half a car length alongside, but it's not enough again. We're gonna need to run out of this corner.
Come on!
Trying to gain in the slipstream, but it's not enough.
Make it hard for him. Make it hard for him. Pressure him. Oh, he messed up. He messed up. He messed up. He's slow. He's slow.
We got the pressure on him, and we've just got to gain, but he gets on the brakes and again goes defensive, blocking the inside, and we just... Oh, we can't send that up the inside. Not a chance, but the door opens up again for us. Wheel to wheel on the final lap. Ah, we can't do it.
There's one more chance into the quarry. Let's see. If he overbrakes here, we're gonna gain.
Can we get him with a final send? Look up the inside. He's very early on the brakes. And the doors open, but the car slides out, and we just lose the little bit of time that we gained, and we don't have enough time to make it up. What a race, though.
Oh, what a battle right to the end. Right to the end. Woo! Man, if it wasn't for that money shift, I would have had him. I was gaining on the silver guy and the green guy. What a race. Oh, I have no idea what place I'm in, but I do not care, because that was so fun. That guy was very good. The best part about it, take a look at my best lap, a 2:35. We are 5 seconds faster than we were in practice. I know it sounds cliche. Miata is always the answer.
So at the end of the day, we went from P14 up to P12, made 2 very nice overtakes and a third one, which I proceeded to ruin. All in all, though, incredibly fun in our very first Miata race. I cannot wait to do some more of these. Subscribe if you want to see those. What a fun one.
2:35.
Yeah, I know. Good job. That was an awesome race.
So sick.